Okay, guys, a couple of swings for you here. We've got Mark at the top, who very early in the swing, pretty much straight away, pushes the hands away. Club head goes behind. And the problem for Mark was the club face was a bit too open. And now from that position, he did quite well. Club moved quite nicely on the way down, but his club face was still very open for him. Had to save it at impact with lots of rotation with the hands and the club face. On a bad day, hits the ground first or misses a bit left. With Gary, he'll get in the similar position, but a bit later in the swing. So to P to this position here, shaft parallel to the ground, you can see the club moving a little bit behind him, but it's not all that bad. Then he has a big move here with the shaft really flattened, head goes along with behind him. Now, the problem with that was with Gary, shaft a bit too laid off at the top. He'll then steepen it on the way down. Club goes in front of his shoulder, steep, swinging left, lots of Healy strikes. So a move, let's start with rolling the club early. If you get the shaft next to a stick, up on your trail side, so my right side, and address the ball, it's going to feel quite tight, hard to get my hands on. But what you can't do from this position is roll it behind you. So if you take it back as you turn, you'll see now the club head stays outside my hands. I can't do this with the stick next to me. Another way of doing it, as you can see on the screen there, if you get a stick on the ground just by your trail toe, and can you match up your club with the stick on the ground? So face much more closed, pointed down at the ground, and the head is outside my hands. Stops you going this way with a bit of a visual training guide there. So it's either stick up trail side, take it back and just turn. You can even swing from there if you're brave enough. And keeping the stick here is something we're going to do to help Gary out as well. So you can go this side if you want. It stops any early rotation with the hands in here. And then as you get P2 and pop it up, now this is the opposite from where Gary was. I'm much steeper with the club here rather than this way. So a good checkpoint for you. You can take it back. Can you get the butt of the club using the stick, pointing at the ball or in line with the ball behind it, or even inside it? Very much the opposite from where Gary got to initially. So similar type of move done at different times for both these players, causing very different things on the way down, but something that can change them both. If you go a bit early with your hands and roll the club behind you, stick up on your right hip, trail hip, take it back, you'll be fine. And from there, if you pop it up, the butt of the club or the stick should point down at the ball or inside it. Don't really want you going too much over this way, like you can see on the first swing here. Any questions on that, leave some notes or comments down the bottom and we'll try and help you out.